So I accidentally filmed my first ever YouTube video, and I know what you're thinking. Gabby, how do you accidentally film a YouTube video? A whole ass video. The short answer is that I talk a lot. I started filming because I just wanted to mix up my TikToks, and I really wanted to try to do a talking video because I never do talking videos on my TikTok because I talk too much. And they're never short enough to make it into a 3-minute video, and I try my best to keep videos no more than 3 minutes long. Because I do have the option of making 10-minute videos, but I'm just not gonna do that on TikTok. TikTok is not a place for 10-minute videos. If you haven't been victim of a 10-minute video yet, you will be. Why? Can you please? During filming and even after I was done filming, I still thought it was just gonna be a TikTok. It wasn't until I was editing this video that I realized that it's the perfect first video for me to post onto YouTube. Honestly, it's better if I don't even explain it, just watch it for yourself. A fair warning, sometimes I talk and I don't think about what I'm saying. If I ever misspeak, please feel free to let me know because I am always looking to correct myself. I don't know much about much, but I do know how to talk. That's pretty. Ooh, hello. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. I spent 30 hours editing. Should I have spent that long on my first YouTube video? No. No. I'm not a perfectionist, like far from a I'm not a perfectionist. I'm the opposite of a perfectionist. But something about this video, it felt like my baby, my child. I spent so long wanting to start a YouTube, but not wanting to start it just for the sake of starting it. So the fact that I accidentally started it seems like the perfect way for me to begin this venture. Okay, bye. Hello and welcome. Wait, pep talk for myself right now. Do not ramble. I'm not sure if anybody has ever, whoa, this shirt, bad start, bad start. If anybody's wondering, actually, wow, like I can't even get a sentence out. If anybody's wondering why a creator only does voiceovers, it's usually because they cannot talk to a camera, because they don't know how to be concise and short. I will talk for 10 minutes straight about nothing. Also, how cute are my pants? And look at the butt. Oh my God, bury me in them. Welcome to a kitchen. It's a very new territory. You've been here very few times. I myself have been here very few times because I don't like cooking. For those of you who do not know, I am Brazilian. I was actually born in Brazil, but came to Canada when I was like 6 months old, so very, very Canadian. I am Brazilian at the same time. Can you not tell? Don't I look Latina? One of the only things that I do know how to make is a Brazilian sweet called brigadeiro, but I am so self-taught. This shirt is like barely a shirt, like honestly. Should I just change the shirt at this point? really quick. I'm gonna turn this off and just make this without filming it because this is how bad it's going. Okay, at this point, if I just keep refilming, it's just gonna be worse and worse, so we're just gonna have to move on. Yeah, I'm probably gonna miss like a shit ton that I had thought out in my head, but decided that I didn't want to script anything because I was like, I want it to sound natural. And yep, really great, really good. Sounds really concise. We're making something, just follow along, I don't know what's happening. As I was saying, this is how I make brigadeiro. It's really simple. It takes like 20 minutes, and that is probably like the most that I'll ever make something. Literally, it's painful for me to cook. It's like, it takes way too long. Like, why does it take that long? That's inconvenient. So the first thing we'll need is sweetened condensed milk. Shit's good. I am using Nesquik powder, and we're also gonna need some butter. That's literally it. How good. I don't remember what I was getting. Wooden spoon. Pot. Oh, there's water in there. I'm so unprepared. I would like you to be a little closer. Oh my God. I'll tell you exactly what my problem is when I make filming videos like this, is that my thoughts are like a million miles, like just in this one. I can't even finish a sentence. I don't mean to yell at you, I'm yelling at me. Oh, we're gonna try our best. Now for the scariest part, you have to turn it on like this. Ah. Should I turn off the light? No, I hate it. I don't like, I guess, sure. No, this gotta be fixed. I think better. I started doing a daily challenge 2 years ago now, holy crap, where I learned how to roller skate. And then I started another daily challenge of drawing. I didn't actually end up doing them daily, but I did end up doing them for like 365 days, just a little bit more spread out. Now that I am officially done both challenges, people keep asking me like, are you planning on doing some or other daily challenge. Like, why don't you learn how to bake? In theory, I love that idea. I can't. First of all, I will never in my life ever do another daily challenge ever again. It's unattainable. Most people cannot do daily challenges because they have things to do, whether that be work, mental health issues, taking care of a family. There are so many reasons why someone cannot do daily challenges. And I quickly learned that outside of a lockdown scenario, not something that can be done. Quite honestly, I love roller skating. I love drawing. Both those activities take up so much time. With that and like trying to have a work-life balance, don't really have much extra time to be learning anything new. And it breaks my heart because I would love to. But now I'm also kind of stuck in this weird, what do I do now with my account? Because I'm still gonna post what I'm posting and like that's not gonna stop. But I think the novelty of me learning something new has kind of like died down. I think I did something wrong at some point here. There's a big possibility that I was too distracted. So now I'm kind of stuck in this, should I kind of put one of my hobbies on hold and pick something else new because I know my audience will enjoy it? If anybody watched The Good Place, the last season where, wait, what is her name? It's gonna bother me. No, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. I don't need to Google it. I can do it on my own. Talani. That doesn't sound right. Talani. Maybe it is Talani. I meant Tahani. So close. If anybody's watched the last season of The Good Place, how Tahani wants to basically learn every trade imaginable. Oh my god, if I could do that, if I really, really could do that, I absolutely would, because I love it so much. Or do I stick with these two hobbies? Realistically, I could go somewhere with art, and I could go somewhere with skating if I get good enough. Maybe more for art, maybe not so much skating. I learned that I absolutely love roller skating. I think I'm good, but I'm definitely not good enough to make it far. And I know that purely because of how scared I am of hurting myself. It's really, really an obstacle that I have not fully overcome. And I've gotten to a point where I don't think I will fully overcome it. I think I've always been like really scared of hurting myself ever since I was small. It's honestly a miracle that I even made it to the skate park. As someone who has been chronically online their entire life, I am very aware that creators have like a shelf life. My fear is that mine won't last very long. Not that I'm like the biggest thing ever, because I'm definitely far from that. But we all know that this kind of thing is not forever. And so I have to think about that. But also I see the potential of this being a long, short-term thing that I can be doing. Does that make sense? I'm having a hard time separating the right move as me, a little creator, and me, a human being that just wants to have fun. You can have both. I guess you can have both. Gabby here in editing. Yes, you can have both, but not without sacrifice of some kind. I'm not really sure what this channel, it's not even a channel. I'm not really sure what my I'm not really sure where I'm going with any of this. I feel like I don't want to make a video about this at all now. Now I'm feeling stupid and weird about it. Ugh, like shut up. Don't talk about being a creator. That's weird. Oh god, I can't even look at myself anymore. This looks good. You know what's so funny? I have been making videos my entire life, basically. I think my love for it started very early on, and it started from America's Funniest Home Videos. And then my childhood friend, her mom, she used to film us all the time, and I loved it. Loved looking back on the memories. I thought it was so fun. And then YouTube became a thing. Personally, my favorite thing to watch on YouTube was vlogs. It really inspired me to film stuff on my own. Around the age of 11, I got one of my first digital cameras, and I decided to just film everything. There weren't many other people that were filming the way that I was, at least like around me. I was definitely like the weird quirky girl who decided that it was perfectly reasonable for me to just take photos of people and film. In every single one of my first few clips was people being like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm filming. And then eventually people stopped asking me because they realized what I was doing. At first I didn't do anything with my clips. I basically just filmed them for the sake of filming them. I think around 14, I started getting into making my own vlogs. I think a lot of it was that I was such a shy girl back then, and I didn't really talk to anyone at school. I was very anxious, socially anxious and awkward. I found a lot of liberty in making these little films, and I felt like I could really be myself and show who I was in a confident way, and I was never self-conscious about posting, and I've never been self-conscious about posting things online. And I think it's because I was so reserved in a public setting that in a private setting I felt that was my one way that I could show people that I had a personality. Was it an annoying personality? Yeah, a little. Am I still a little annoying? Yeah, a little. Every time I was done making a vlog, I used to showcase my vlog to my family. I'd be like, all right, everyone gather around, which is so funny because like looking back, I'm like, you've always done this. Why? This is obviously the natural progression for you. I basically made those videos all of high school. So much so that I really thought I was going to get into film. I ended up doing a co-op at some sort of TV studio. I hated it, decided that the industry was so not for me. It was kind of it wasn't perceived as a real job back then, and B, seemed a lot more unattainable and harder to achieve, but becoming a creator was not something that was in the realms of people's dreams back then. A year or two after I graduated high school, I was like, people have been telling me my entire life that I should really do something with my ability to edit. You know what? Let's give this a serious shot. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. And the thing that any creator will tell you if you yourself want to become a creator is that you really gotta figure out your niche. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Too much talking going on. But if you are looking to become a YouTuber, TikToker, whatever it may be, any social media influencer, be yourself. I am not kidding. It's such a cliche, but it is absolutely true. So when I was 19, I was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. What did I do? I did all the trends that all the YouTubers were doing back then. It was unoriginal. It wasn't me, and it wasn't stand-outish. And it didn't go anywhere. I think I did it for 4 months and decided to quit. I was also on Musical.ly at the time. I actually had made it to 10,000 followers, but the way I had made it there was honestly, it was forced. It was not organic. I think back then I was more worried about the numbers than the actual entertainment factor, whereas now it's very different. Oh. Looks pretty good. So we do have to let this cool. I am a lazy bitch, so I think I'm gonna put it in the freezer for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Wait, it's too hot. We have to let it cool down or it's gonna break, right? The fridge is good though, right? I've always said that I think there are two types of people on this planet. There are people who are naturally talented, are born with this like innate gift to do X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be, singing, drawing, acting. And then there are people who aren't necessarily naturally talented, but they have a passion to become talented and they work their asses off until they make it. To be honest, there's more of this group than the naturally talented. Most people work for their talent. And some people have neither. That's okay. You don't have to have either. Coming to that conclusion, which is just like my opinion, I never considered myself either. I always thought that I was not naturally talented at anything. And I wasn't very passionate about anything enough to chase a dream. I loved making films, not enough to chase that dream. I loved writing, but not enough to chase it as a dream. But recently what I realized is that not only do I have a natural talent, I also have a lot of passion that was just kind of hidden under my self-doubt. One thing that each of my hobbies have in common, for the most part anyways, is that a lot of creativity is involved. And so I realized that that is my talent. And that has been like my natural calling ever since I was a little wee gabsters walking around. Excuse me. You can be the judge of that though, because like, am I good at it? I don't know. After YouTube didn't work out, I decided to hell with this and I readjusted my creative outlet and I started kind of focusing on Instagram and I really wanted to be a travel influencer. Never worked out and probably for the best. Too much butter, way too much butter. Lots of butter, too much butter. So when I started posting on TikTok, what was different this time around, I had no intention to become what I became. I think I expected to go viral like once or twice, but what I did not expect was to grow an audience and grow it organically. I just think it's so funny that out of all the times that I tried to make something or gain a following of sorts, it never really panned out because I was trying so hard. The one time where I was like, okay, I'm just doing this for fun, was the one time that I actually grew, which is cool. I usually do skip this part, but we're basically just gonna be rolling this into little balls. Usually for this step, I'll put butter in the palm of my hands, but I think I put too much butter in the actual sweet, and I don't think it needs any more. Like, it even smells like butter. Am I dehydrated or am I getting sick? Oh boy. Oh wow. This is not my best work. I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, also you're supposed to roll them in sprinkles, but we don't have any, so it's just gonna be plain and looking ugly. Don't. I honestly just want to eat it. How is it so firm but so gooey at the same time? Like, I can't remember a single thing that we were talking about before, but I think I hit all my points from before, so I feel like it's redundant for me to say anything. I'm kind of in this like, well, what's my next move? Because I've been doing TikTok for two years now. Although I really enjoy it, I'm kind of at this like, all right, I think it's time for my next step. I've been considering YouTube, but I don't know what my YouTube channel would be about because I'm pretty sure I would just want to post similar content that I'm already posting. There's a few reasons I haven't gotten into YouTube. One, and the main reason being, is that I would literally have to shoot double the content purely because of the fact that the format structure, the portrait and landscape. This is my solution. Let me know what you guys think. For the most part, I made all of this. Sometimes I forget that people are still on YouTube. I have not really watched any YouTube since the pandemic started. My attention span was just shot. Suddenly felt very disconnected from all these creators. Sometimes I forget that my lived experience is not the same as everyone else's, even though I logically obviously know that everyone's lived experience is different. But sometimes I forget that not everybody abandoned YouTube the way I did. But I'm always like, okay, yeah, I'll start a YouTube channel. And then I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't really know what's in store, what's going on, but I hope that you guys will all continue to join me for the ride. TikTok is weird because so many of us can make it more than ever before. We can be creators and influencers and jobs that seem so far out of reach. There's still a lot of privilege attached to it. I could not be doing what I'm doing if I didn't live at home, if I didn't have my bills taken care of. But it is a lot more achievable. You know, we can't all be, I don't fucking know. I'm so out of touch these days with influencers and who's big. Who's big is fucking Bryce Hall or, you know, Bryce Hall. Why is that literally the only name I can remember right now? What are the other ones? You can tell what side of TikTok I'm on just based off of this. Ew, like there's so much butter. We can't all be, give me a name. Charlie D'Amelio. We can't all make it like Charlie D'Amelio. But there's a lot of space on TikTok for low to mid-sized creators, and I happen to be one of them. If you're thinking about it, just give it a go. If there's any takeaway from me rambling for actually forever, is to take your ADHD medication. If there is one thing I ever want to give my followers is the courage to try it, whatever that thing is. Be creative. Don't give up. Keep trying. Okay.